All right, you guys, recording. So hi, good morning, and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video. We're gonna check out the legend, the Allen Iverson, The Answer documentary. I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into it.
Iverson was the defining player of his era, whether you liked it or not.
A 6-footer. I doubt if he's that big.
An icon of basketball.
Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is.
Pound for pound, inch for inch, Allen Iverson was the greatest scorer in NBA history.
A walking billboard of tattoos, braids, fixed scowl, and defiant attitude.
Iverson, what a move.
A four-time
Yes, style. Just say it. Yes, style.
league scoring champion.
Icon on and off.
One of the most culturally impactful athletes.
He had that kind of impact on a generation of kids.
Watch how quick this young man is.
A culture was not just changed, but defined by him.
We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
People know how he is, and he'll call them out.
Well, this guy is just a super athlete.
He'll say how he feels.
Style
listen,
on and
we're
off.
talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
A 6-footer. And I doubt if he's that big.
Like him being like one of the smaller players.
Allen Iverson.
What a move. Iverson.
The Answer. Iverson grew up in Newport News, Virginia.
A mix of low to moderate income homes and some of the city's older business streets, the East End has more than its share of problems. Police patrolling the area deal with street crime of all sorts.
Iverson was surrounded by pitfalls that could derail a promising future.
My dad was in and out of jail most of my life.
I was a young kid in the Newport News area at the time Iverson was in high school. Everyone had heard of this super freak who was both the best basketball and football player in the country.
The Buffalo Bruins versus the Hampton Crabbers. Allen Iverson at quarterback. Iverson fakes, rolls, looks downfield. He
Man with many
I always believed in myself. You know, my mom always told me I could be anything that I wanted to be, and I truly believed it.
In his junior year of high school, Allen won the state championship and was named Virginia Player of the Year.
A sensational athlete, he was AP High School Player of the Year in both football and basketball.
Shout out to his mom for
he captured state titles in each sport.
AI making plays as a high school athlete at quarterback and defense.
But at the end of the day, people can say whatever, you gotta do it.
Back, just absolutely ridiculous what he was able to do.
When Iverson was 17, he and a group of friends went bowling.
The allegation is that there was the N-word said, that there was a racial epithet, which ignited a melee.
A massive brawl broke out, with some 30 people involved.
So remember that he had been accused of throwing a chair at someone in their bowling alley. We never know for sure if he did it, but that's what he'd been accused of.
There was supposedly a racial brawl, but only 4 black youths, 2 of them minors with no records, including Allen, were arrested.
Had he not
been basically a star at Bethel High, had he not been as well known as he is,
they got the guy
he
that
may not have been identified by anyone. He may have been like the other 20 people who were involved that were not charged.
Of everyone, only Iverson and his 3 friends were arrested and charged. They even waited 9 months to bring charges.
What?
So Iverson would turn 18 and could be tried as an adult.
The court sentences you to serve a term of 5 years.
Iverson was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
It is one of the all-time railroadings of an athlete that our judicial system has
1993. I was born 1993.
given.
What?
Tonight we have the story of what has happened to a young man who was headed for $1 million future, but now he's in jail.
There are entire documentaries about this, so I won't linger too long. After a tremendous national outpouring of support for Iverson, the governor of Virginia stepped in and pardoned Allen and his 3 friends. With his legal troubles behind him, Iverson was free to resume his basketball career. But because of his bad rep, only one school would take him: Georgetown.
And I feel like John Thompson saved my life. You know, because he gave me another opportunity when everybody stopped recruiting me. I was recruited by everybody in the country in both sports. And once that incident happened, you know, everybody went away.
When I first saw him, he looked too small, too skinny. And I said, this little boy can't be what I thought he was. But I'm going to tell you something.
He was more.
The experience of watching Allen Iverson, it was an event. But every game there was a moment. Once a game, he would do something that you'd never seen before.
Oh, what a big-time move. Super scintillating, sensational.
Weird.
And he was Defensive Player of the Year 2 times in the Big East.
Another steal by Iverson. Straight up with it again.
Single-handedly, the steal.
At Georgetown, his game quickly reminded the nation that he was a surefire NBA talent.
The Big East in scoring and
Sit
steals.
up straight when we watching him.
Not what they wanted to do. 13th Huskies. Oh, nobody stepped. Iverson. Oh, up and away, Jam City.
This is
There
not
was
easy.
such a legend to him, and
Alone,
it was
all the
actually
way.
enhanced by the fact that he had been incarcerated, because nobody had seen him. We didn't see him in McDonald's All-American Game on ESPN. And so you heard about him before you got to see him.
Iverson. That's a three-pointer. Say good night. The adjustment in midair to see that little spurt. Look at the feet.
Yeah, I mean, just a spurt. I mean, he can dance with the dribble.
The 11s, my favorite. I have them. My only pair of Jordans.
Allen Iverson joining Danya Abrams and Dana Barros with 38-point outing tonight.
When you look at Georgetown, they're led by Allen Iverson, and he not only is their leader in scoring, he also is their leader in their pressure defense.
You heard that? He's everywhere. Putting in work everywhere. I got goosebumps in my thighs.
The magic of a 6-foot, 160-pound player thriving in the land of giants attracted fans from all
He's gonna
over.
expose you.
His speed was
1v1 is over. You guys see.
it's just an amazing asset.
His scoring and off-the-charts speed was must-see TV.
How can someone so small fly so high?
Iverson left school early to go pro, joining perhaps the greatest draft class ever.
We're going to start with 96, AIU, the #1 pick. Kobe, Ray Allen, Steve Nash, Jermaine O'Neal, Stephon Marbury.
I don't remember there being any argument about who was going #1 that year. I mean, everybody knew it was going to be Allen.
With the first pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
To the surprise of no one, the 76ers selected Allen Iverson #1 overall.
I'm Allen Iverson, #1 pick in the 1996 NBA draft.
I was like 2.5 years old. 'Cause I didn't grow up with basketball like that. Like football or soccer, as Americans call it, is big hair. But even though I didn't grow up with basketball, I knew Allen Iverson was.
Allen Iverson.
That says a lot.
This is the Core State Center, where tonight, the largest crowd ever to see a basketball game. Iverson, the #1 pick last June.
How they made them back in the day, like this is a classic one. All stitched nicely.
His debut brought
that's
out
the
a
ball.
raucous crowd.
Iverson, this is going to be something.
I love these.
What was it like at the beginning, trying to build the beginning of your career?
He's flat for two.
Crazy. Like, I gotta focus now.
Oh my.
I was a point guard, but I always been a killer.
Iverson all the way, yes.
So I was a scorer.
Allen Iverson, a stunning NBA debut with 30 points.
Not being traditional.
Just the ball for 3.
You can see it as soon as it left his hand. Tonight, the first night of a revolution, as Allen's mother, as all of us here are enjoying his terrific NBA debut.
It's warm in my room,
Indeed,
about
the
freezing.
revolution is
Got
underway.
chills.
30 points in his first game.
But Iverson is a guy, I think, as his decision-making skills improve, he's going to be a very solid player in this league for a long time.
He electrified the Philadelphia sports scene.
Give him the ball.
Whoa! All cotton for Iverson.
So it probably didn't even register and bother
You
me
better be awake.
like it would anybody else.
Better be alert.
That was the #1 pick.
There you go.
Man, I'm in the NBA. I just got out of jail.
Now Philadelphia with 4 on 1 number.
You know what I mean? I'm making millions of dollars. Like, I'm taking care of my family.
Iverson with a cutesy play. The young man's making things happen right now, and you see he plays with emotion. He's got 24.
Because the thing is, situations like that, it was so unfair he coming out. Like, that can ruin people for life. Like, it's so fragile and crucial in situations like that.
NBA's elite players while earning respect around the league.
I mean, talk about rooting for the little guy. Everything about Allen Iverson are the things that I admire about sports.
With every
We got a starter. He
spectacular
probably know where to be
crossover,
found.
more and more fans tuned in to watch the 76ers.
And then Iverson with another crossover dribble that'll just break your ankles even watching.
Iverson breaks the ankles of Isley and got 2. 5 minutes gone in the fourth.
A little too late.
The Philadelphia 76ers have taken a 1-point lead.
Rookie Iverson brought a heightened brand of playground brilliance to the league.
He was called the Playground Rookie of the Year by Charles Barkley. He was criticized around the league for putting himself before the team, and he was accused of not respecting his elders around the league.
Should win Rookie of the Year. A lot of it based on the excitement that he generates.
Against the Bulls, Iverson kicked off a record streak of 40-point games for a rookie.
Stayed away from the three-point stretch, just inside of that.
Freak of nature. There are a couple that come along in lifetime, and we just saw them.
Iverson goes between
Come on!
the glass and good.
Come on! Like this.
Again, Philadelphia can take the lead here.
You guys see what he's doing?
For 3.
And he's like the little guy.
28.
He's never little, but in basketball language.
Iverson, top of the circle.
He exposing you.
Hits that tough jumper. Iverson for 3.
Yeah, another one.
He's having a field trip.
For Allen Iverson.
40 or more in each of his last 2.
No one player can guard him one-on-one. Now look at the points. 23 points. He's not only first in point guards, he's in the top 5 in the league.
He was named Rookie of the Month.
And moments ago, he was honored as the Schick NBA Rookie of the Month.
I feel every matchup is in my favor. I'm always going to
does the what? What is that?
Look at it like that.
Just ultra quick as well.
Iverson among the NBA leaders in steals, and there it is.
It's a heck of a run by the 76ers right now.
Allen Iverson, quick as a wink, averaging 39 in his last 3. Answer with 3. He is fouled, looking for the 4-point play.
He had incredible ball handling skills, tremendously athletic.
Hunger, passion.
Good rotation on the basketball. High floater. Nothing but net.
There's nothing you cannot really practice. It's just you gotta have that.
Looking for his 3rd straight game.
He's gonna go through by any means. By any means.
And there it is, 3 straight of 40 or more.
The streak continued.
Allen Iverson, a wonderful year, takes it to the hoop.
kind of the big man was dominating. We're talking about a player, they say 6 feet, around 5'11", 160 pounds.
Like coming through those big guys. I was playing you, literally.
A 6-footer going against giants in the paint.
That's what you said.
Iverson now with 20. I'm 5'11". I'm eye to eye with Allen Iverson.
Iverson is just this wisp that you can't catch up to.
Iverson the steal, lined up by
50.
Curry. Forget it.
50. For
Iverson
three.
for 3. Yes. Allen.
For 3.
That's for 3. Yes. Allen Iverson with 39. Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is. Allen Iverson, 4 straight with 40 or more, breaking the Wilt Chamberlain standard that had stood for 37 years. Allen Iverson with 39 in the second half and 50 for the night.
Breaking the record held by Wilt Chamberlain.
4 straight with 40 or more, breaking a rookie record, capping it with 50 in dramatic fashion on Saturday night.
You're looking at Allen Iverson, the Philadelphia 76ers rookie who has been nothing short of spectacular the last 4 games.
Put up some big numbers and probably should get Rookie of the Year.
And the Bullets just let him shoot away, and he's got it. Allen Iverson becomes the first rookie in NBA history to score 40 or more points in 5 consecutive games.
Iverson may have clinched the award with his streak of scoring 40 or more points in 5 straight games earlier this month, the longest such streak by a rookie in league history.
5 straight games with 40-plus points.
Third quarter, here's Iverson. What a move by Iverson.
The guy that taught me the crossover was a walk-on at Georgetown.
Okay.
And he never, never played, never got in the game, but he the one that, taught me to move because he used to hit me with it at practice all the time. And my ego, I just put it to the side and said, look, man, you got to teach me that. And I used to always remember telling my family and my friends, if I got the opportunity, that I was going to try my move against the best player that I've ever seen play the game. But I always can hear that voice in my head when Phil Jackson said Michael.
Phil Jackson famously shouted for MJ to take Iverson.
And I was like, okay, that was the moment, and I'm not going to be scared of it.
Got him! Got him!
Iverson guarded by Pippen now. Great move by Iverson.
These are against the greats. The greats.
Split two defenders and drew a foul on three. Iverson for three from the left wing.
If you want to support this channel, please consider joining my YouTube channel membership.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Allen Iverson with the Schick NBA Rookie of the Year award. Yeah!
He's like, yeah!
In his second year, Iverson's impact really took off.
And then came this representative of the hip-hop generation, a walking billboard of tattoos, braids, fixed scowl, and defiant attitude.
Tattoos, the braids, he wore tall tees, he was sagging. The way he spoke, it was like I knew his type, and it reminded me of a dude that was from what I was from.
The response that I've gotten from kids, you know, I mean, because I used to be a sneaker fanatic, man, and to finally see little kids wearing my sneaker and look up to me. They don't care about what these adults care about. What is Allen doing with his posse and blah, blah, blah. All they care about is Allen Iverson. The Allen Iverson they see.
Allen Iverson became a symbol
people described him like he was like, yeah, look at those things, this and like he had his own style. If you would describe someone else, you might not have described him like that. You would say, oh yeah, he got this kind of style, but they just making it like it's something like not a mockery of it, but like he got this and that. Like he got his own personal style. He's not compromising it, and a lot of people probably could relate to that. And like
on the outside,
they could.
He comes into the league. And it's being covered by mostly older white people, right? And they're kind of like, what is this?
Kobe Bryant
from they answer.
Marion, Pennsylvania High School. Jack House out above the three, goes inside of it, brings the ball to Iverson. He drives the base. That's just a blur. Underneath, reverse layup is good.
They had the nerve. Right down to this.
And I doubt if he's that big. Iverson gets the screen by Montross, comes around it, drives by Campbell, underneath, reverse layup. Was that a magnificent play by the little guy, giving his club a 7-point lead.
And they ran right into Will Smith and his soon-to-be bride, Jada Pinkett. Jada's telling everybody that I'm all right. Will Smith is telling everybody, hey, you come over here like that.
So you're credited, obviously, as you should be, as someone who bridged the gap between culture and sports.
The 76ers rewarded Iverson's game with a max contract worth over $70 million.
In the top 5 in 3 categories, having a wonderful year. He would be an all-star if there was a game this season.
I always liked AI. Like he had the style that appealed to a kid like me. Like everybody in my neighborhood loved AI.
He brought style to the game of basketball. He brought flair. He brought, the tattoos. He brought the braids.
There was real resentment toward him. You could feel it in some of the pieces you read back then.
It was the culture war.
Crossover from Iverson.
It was like a crazy thing. They're describing it as like, it's crazy how like your personal style, like that it was like something. What's the word? Like not frowned upon? Like what? Like I don't know how to describe it. It seemed like it was like
hip-hop is still on the outside at
that
that time.
thing?
The NBA's leading scorer and some would say most dynamic player is in
they're trying to describe it as
Allen Iverson.
Take a look at what he's done. Leads the league. Pretty decent field goal percentage.
But back then, hip-hop was still on the outside looking in. And if you're associated with hip-hop, that makes you an outsider.
That's unbelievable. Allen Iverson.
In his 3rd season, Iverson captured the scoring title.
Iverson quickly down the other end. Allen Iverson with the finger on.
Oh, making it look too easy. Making it look who hardy.
His talent was so immense, it often bled beyond the structure of the offense. No. This was often labeled street ball. Call it what you will, but with the ball in his hand, no one could stay in front of him.
Iverson, that'll count, and a foul. Iverson right back to work. Gets 2 more. All cotton for Iverson.
Because the thing is, you guys, like, I grew grew up playing a little bit of basketball, but it was like street basketball on concrete, no rules, pushing, dragging, you know.
He wrapped it around the rim and twirled it home. Allen Iverson led the way, not only tonight with his 31, but all season, unleashed as a the Philadelphia 76ers are going to the playoffs for the first time in 8 years.
Next category is, was he a one of one? I'm going to say unquestionably. Seeing him in person, it was kind of, for the first time, you're like, what is this?
He had led the 76ers to the playoffs.
And welcome back to the First Union Center. The last time the 76ers were in the playoffs, they played at the Spectrum. This will be the largest crowd of well over 18,000. Iverson shooting over Armstrong. And the crowd erupts. The NBA scoring champion at 6 feet, 165
Against the Magic, AI set a new playoff record, notching 10 steals.
A whirling dervish and a bundle of energy, but a lightning quick bundle of energy.
What's happening? This guy's so fast.
Steal by Iverson. Hardaway. Lost it and Iverson lays it in. Great steal once again. That is the 7th steal of
He added 33 points for good measure.
Iverson with another steal. He's got 8 steals in this game. And I'll tell you what, there's excitement back in Philadelphia. You stop this. 9 steals, an NBA record. Game for Allen Iverson.
9 steals tonight, says NBA record for most in a playoff game.
He wanted to hear it from the crowd. He's been hearing it from his mom.
I gotta be the mom, man.
Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. 33 points.
Coming through.
10 steals. Only 2 turnovers. A record night.
That's my boy. Oh my God.
He posed for this cover of Slam magazine, which would become one of the most influential basketball magazine covers ever.
Early in his career, that attention focused on his controversial image.
The cornrows, the do-rag, the tattoos.
So that was controversial.
You get a bad, everybody calls you like the bad boy of the NBA and the bad boy of this. And you think you get a bad rap just because you got cornrows?
Yeah, I mean, it's unfair. It's unfair, but it's true. You know, it's true. I mean, people look at the way I dress, who I hang around, jewelry and everything. I mean, people try to make me 34 years old, and I'm only 24 years old. I'm growing every day. I'm trying to get better every day.
He appeared on the cover of Hoop magazine or whatever the in-arena magazine was, and they airbrushed his tattoos.
The league's official publication was trying to make Iverson everything he wasn't.
Wait,
famously
what?
airbrushing.
No way. No way. They what?
Out his earrings, necklace, and neck tattoo for this 1999 shoot.
When Iverson cut a rap album in 2000 featuring sexually explicit material, the response inside and outside the league was so loud that the album was never released.
You're a hardcore hip-hop fan, and this album is for you. If you don't care about hardcore gangster rap, just don't buy it.
I think your basketball skills are unmatched and well recognized, but a lot of controversy has been on your tats and your jewelry.
Nobody want to hear nothing about.
That came from her. That question was from her personal. Don't say that she wanted to ask him something. Because I like your basketball, but
Many scholarships I give out, you know, what I do for as charities. Don't nobody want to hear about that. That's not news when it comes to Iverson.
It's crazy how the climate was back then.
In 2001, Iverson entered his prime.
What a spectacular coast to coast.
And took over the league.
The Philadelphia 76ers at 54-23 with Iverson.
If you're early with something, you're gonna take the hit for it. You're gonna have to. And then everyone is gonna have it. It's nice. It looks good.
He averaged over 31 points a game this season.
None of that. Ratliff blocks his shot. The loose ball is run down by Doliak. Taken away by Iverson.
Adding 6 assists and 2.5 steals a game.
Outlaw's there and a foul somehow.
So he went cornrows. That was controversial. I might sound like.
Here we go. Iverson on the dribble against Armstrong.
Like I didn't know. I don't know.
It was often foul him or get embarrassed.
There's not just a chance you're going to get
He's gonna
scored on.
expose you.
There's a
1v1
pretty good chance
is
you
over.
could get embarrassed in the process.
Yeah.
I didn't even follow that one.
And it counts. Allen Iverson is ballistic here at the gun.
3 points.
For 3.
I don't know that there's ever been anybody more physically intimidating than Allen Iverson. When he took the floor, he was relentless.
Iverson